Make sure to screen share again.
Yeah. Just trying to make sure I have everything I need. Oops. So before we get started, how have you been?
I've been alright. I've decided to join a terrible Twitter trend right now.
What's that?
Cosplaying as an SUA2 character. Or role-playing as an SUA2 character.
Why is that bad?
I'm not sure. I just feel like this is going to be really funny for no reason.
So who'd you pick?
Sora.
Okay, that makes a little too much sense, doesn't it?
Too much sense.
Have you looked in? Has your Discord nickname looked in the mirror lately?
Hey, that's only the name here.
Anyway, hello everyone. Welcome back to my playthrough of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Dual Destinies, Part 17. I am Corlinium, joined as always by the craziest of Luz, Krasaloo.
Hi.
And yeah, last time we only got through the first half of the first investigation for the final case, so hopefully we can at least get through the rest of that today. But as you can probably tell by the audio, hi Tempty. As you can probably tell by the audio, I'm a little bit more settled in. I'm not sitting on the floor this time. Got an actual desk to work at. Microphone is much closer by default, so I'll at least be sounding better than than I do on the DRA1 playthroughs. But let me know if the audio doesn't sound great, and I'll do what I can to fix it. Actually, it was a really loose connection. Glad I caught that. Alright.
God forbid the mic disconnects. Oh right, Phoenix is feeling like a loner. Well, here I am.
Rock you like a hurricane. Here I am. Rock you like a hurricane.
Office has never felt so empty. Much like the name Sora. Because I haven't been here at the office all by myself in a long time.
Oh no, not him too.
When I first became a lawyer, my mentor was here with me. For like one case. And then for a while after that, she was always by my side.
I mean, isn't it... I think it was like said that Phoenix got his attorney's badge like 3 months before his first case. Also, you've known Mia for like 3 years.
That's assuming they stayed in contact. I'm getting all sentimental. I must be tired. God forbid I show emotions. Hi, JST. Huh? There's something on the floor. What's the letter doing here? Hey, Nick. It's been a while, huh? Missed me? I know this handwriting. That was like a week.
Holding a trial in the middle of an exploding courtroom.
That was
must have
like
really
less
been
than a week
something.
ago.
Weird is par for the course with you.
I think she, or whatever paper she's reading, is a little off on the details.
I'd love to come visit, but I'm right in the middle of a difficult part in my training. So instead, think of me as you watch those Steel Samurai videos I sent. I'm sure they'll cheer you right up.
Yours truly, Maya Fey. Good old Maya. It's as if she knew I was feeling a little down and needed a lift.
Aww.
Maya was my assistant for quite a while. Believe it or not, but she's a spirit medium. It's not like a Nagatama I use on Cyclops. I was the one who gave it to me. I don't know why I'm telling the air this as if it cares. But I wonder how this letter got here.
Mr. Nick?
Ah! Oh, it's you, Pearls. The one character everyone forgets is in this case.
I wasn't expecting to see your back.
When I see you wearing your attorney's badge like that, it brings back such memories.
I remember you helping me conduct my investigations from time to time.
I'm glad I can help again.
Yeah, they are. They did, more rather. Thanks. You always provide such great assistance.
Oh yeah, playing Trucy's thing while talking about Maya. That's funny.
Yeah, wait, does that mean that Trucy is Maya Fey? Wait, no.
Impossible!
It can't be!
Discord, impossible!
I'll do my best to live up to Mystic Maya's standard.
I don't know what I'd do if Pearls wasn't here right now. Probably do your job.
How have you been, Mr. Nick?
This is Pearl Fey, though I call her Pearls. We're just assuming you didn't do we're gonna assume you didn't do the DLC case.
Do you want to skip
She's
this
yeah. It's just like... It just makes Pearl being in this case a lot less sudden if you do the DLC first.
Blah 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 blah.
You didn't come all this way just to bring me a letter, did you?
I apologize for barging in. The door was unlocked. But I can't believe there was a big explosion here. Your office doesn't look any different.
She's even further off on the details than Maya is. I wish I could take you out to eat or something, Pearls, but there's a lot going on right now, and...
Oh, I knew that. I didn't come here for a social visit, you know, Mr. Nick.
Wait, what?
Did you read the postscript on the letter?
Huh? There's more? Oh, yeah, here it is. P.S.
I bet you've been too busy to clean or take care of the office. So Pearly said she would come help you. Isn't she sweet? You better thank her.
What if I don't? That's what you're doing here.
Then I'll
That's awfully nice of you, Pearls.
unleash my steel samurai smelting unto you.
Well, you need to be here to do that, so...
You doubt my prowess?
Yes.
Then you have chosen death.
Yay. Wait.
So, I do wonder, though, I know that, like, the lag is a thing. I know that lag is a thing for screen sharing, but just having, like, other windows open make that worse?
Well, if it's taking internet usage, yeah, but no. If not, then no.
I see. That's probably what's causing it. I have a lot of stuff open.
Well, it hasn't lagged so far. I'm just being preoccupied.
Okay.
Fine, Pearls. Thanks to these two. I'm starting to feel a little better. Thank you, girls.
He suddenly had an attack of depression. Now that I'm here, I'm going to whip this place into shape. Just like that Franziska girl. You just concentrate on your work and don't mind me at all.
I'll need to talk to Prosecutor Black if I want to learn more about his case. But the trial's still going on. They must be holding him down at the detention center. I sure hope nothing crazy happened. Well, look who's here. Wow, look who's here. Wonder what they're talking about.
All this time and you haven't said a word. It's even turning your hair gray. I don't have anything to say, Aura. Why don't you go home and play with your dolls?
Secure Blackwell.
Well, even if you don't, I have plenty, you jerk!
Miss Blackwell, don't you think it's enough for today?
Enough for today? Today is all there is when there's no tomorrow!
But it's called Turnabout for Tomorrow. Guys, when there's no tomorrow, what's she talking about?
We have company, Aura. Please try to calm down. Alright, fine. I see you're just not going to listen no matter what I say. I've had it.
You got that right.
If that's the way you're going to be, I have another plan up my sleeve. I hope you're happy, Simon, because I'm done. Do as you please. See if I care.
Plot twist. She cares. Wow, I could cut the tension with a katana. You mentioned a katana, right, Dono?
Right, Dono. It looks like Fulbright saved your case in court this morning.
What? Oh, yeah, you did. You sure bounced back to business quickly. Prosecutor Blackwell, forgive me, but it was just the right thing to do!
Hi, Daisakuma.
But as a result, Sykes Dono was arrested. Was that the just thing to do, too?
Yes, we have.
Well, Mr. Lawyer, I'm sorry, but it was the evidence. What else can I do? Don't worry about it. I plan to defend her and prove her innocence.
I wouldn't take things so lightly if I were you, Wright, Dono.
This is blade-proof glass, right?
How can you call yourself a lawyer if you can't even protect your own subordinate?
I think we also see him from the front in a turnabout reclaimed. Though I also think.
Oh
that
yeah, I think it was like for like a split second.
Yeah.
Nothing long.
And other than and I think this is also the first time since Turnabout Goodbyes that like we've encountered a prosecutor at the detention center, or a main rival prosecutor. Lana doesn't count.
Emma would take offense. I swear I'll get her acquitted. You'll see.
Well, she's a prosecutor, but not a rival prosecutor. Also, I'm not even sure if she was like an actual prosecutor. She started as a detective.
Your mind must be as dense as the hair on your head. Do you really think it will be so easy?
Yeah. I'm more than aware of how hard it's going to be. Thank you very much. Prosecutor Blackwell, we're looking into the case from 7 years ago, before time had a name. You're looking for someone you call the Phantom of 7 years past, are you not?
Oh yeah. While we're here, has anyone seen the new like moon pictures of the moon taken from the Artemis 2?
They're actually planning to go to the Artemis 3.
But yeah, it's quite cool.
It's also quite funny that we're getting into like I'm finally getting into the final cases of Dual Destinies just as that's happened, you know? You villain! Where did you hear about that?
Tumblr. Okay, this is... it's I can hear it, but it's not, it's just frozen on the previous line.
Hear what?
The game.
Oh. This glass is absolutely positively blade-proof, right? No, it wasn't me. I didn't say a single word. Oops. Ouch. At least it wasn't my fault. Could you tell me who the Phantom is? And also, you didn't really kill Dr. Sykes, did you? Guard, the guest is leaving. Prosecutor Blackwell, please listen to me. The culprit in the current case might be the same as the one in the case 7 years ago. If you would cooperate, we could probably solve both cases. I suppose I could talk. The one who killed my mentor was, without question, me. I stole Sykes Donie's mother away from her. I destroyed her life. Is it still frozen?
Kratz? Kratz, you there?
Prosecutor Blackwell. Guard, where are you? Stop dragging your feet, I tell you. And there he goes. Okay, Alright, I'm trying to reconnect Discord, but it's struggling. God, please don't tell me I have to restart the stream. This is annoying. Sorry guys, I don't know what's causing the problem. Like I know that like my internet here sometimes like fades for like a second at a time, but I don't think it should be causing this much of an issue, and right now it seems like there is no issue. Okay, voice connected. Can you hear me?
There
Cross?
we go.
Alright.
Hello.
Hi.
Was it saying RC connecting?
Yes, it was. I fixed it.
There we go. Yeah, sometimes Discord just does that.
Great. Alright.
We love how Discord acts completely normally until you decide to start streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, chat. You should be scared or something.
Alright, you can pick up whenever you're ready.
Well, I need a screen share to pick up on. He's hulking out. There he goes. upset Prosecutor Blackwell! What are we gonna do, Mr. Lawyer? There's not much we can do. Mr. Fulbright, do you mind if I ask you a little bit about that old case? I guess it won't make any differences now. What would you like to know?
Would you mind if I voiced Fulbright for this part?
Sure.
Something for the lost and found. I'll be in.
Do you know anything about the trial that got him convicted 7 years ago?
A little. The police called the incident the UR1 incident. But
I'm not one.
But I'm 34.
We make the same joke.
Prosecutor Blackwell was charged with murdering his psychology mentor. Kind of like if your red Mr. Lawyer were to kill you.
I don't want to think about that one.
There were 2 decisive pieces of evidence, so a verdict was reached very quickly. I've been enjoying the case so far, Daisakuma. I mean, there isn't really too much to comment on, considering that we're only halfway through the first investigation. But I'd say that I'm, liking it fine.
Two pieces of evidence, huh? What were they?
Interesting fan case idea. What are you talking about, Tempty? Let's see. The first was some security camera footage. He was the only one who used the corridor to the murder scene at the time of the crime.
The only one, huh? That does sound pretty decisive. Could you show me that footage, actually?
Oh, sorry. I don't have it with me right now. Then what's that photo next to you? Oh, how did that get there? Apollo killing Phoenix.
I guess I'll have to see it some other time.
I mean, my impressions of the case are kind of also shaped by the cosmic turnabout, just because it's so much of it. It's kind of the start of this case kind of hinges on that one. So there's a fan case where Apollo is a killer. I don't know if we're thinking about the same thing, but I do know of at least one fan work where he does kill someone.
Did he kill some hamburgers?
No. Well, well, I guess technically.
And what was the second piece of evidence?
This one's even more incriminating. A photo of the moment of the crime. See? There he is at the crime scene, holding a bloody katana. It was the victim's, kept on display in the room. She had a thing for Japanese culture.
Wow. It'd be hard to explain this one away, huh? But who did this photo, Detective?
The incident happened the day before the Hat 1 launch. A reporter who had come to do a story on the launch was in the room across from the lab. This just happened to show up in one of the pictures he took.
Prosecutor Blackwell's attitude earlier was so odd.
And
He's definitely hiding something.
I wonder if we'll ever learn more about this reporter. I mean, it would be the first time we learned more about a reporter who, took pictures that were super important to something years and years ago.
Prosecutor Blackwell said he was hunting a phantom from 7 years ago, didn't he?
Marshall.
Yes, and I imagine it's getting more and more urgent as his execution date approaches.
What did you just say? Execution date?
What? Did I say something? Never mind me. You didn't hear a thing.
So he was given the death sentence.
Brussels is alright. Hi, Black Sniper? Is that what you want me to call you? Yes, he told me not to tell you people, actually. But I
You
guess
people?
What? But I guess there's no more sense in hiding it anymore. His execution date is tomorrow. Whoa,
Oh, that's
fuck.
the tomorrow. That's the tomorrow everyone's alluding to, not the turnabout.
Can't believe Ace Attorney ripped off executions from Danganronpa. Oh, yeah.
Can't believe this. What? Tomorrow? No. Why did you give me a turnabout?
leave here tomorrow, would you still remember me? Miss Blackwell, don't you think that's enough for today? Enough for today? Today is all there is when there's no tomorrow.
But there's a turnabout. Tomorrow. What if the culprit of the current case is the same one as the one from 7 years ago?
Then it would
Oh
be
my
the
god,
worst.
Taisakuma!
Then it would be the worst possible scenario. Deltarune fans are spinning. Is there a new Deltarune chapter coming tomorrow?
No, but the joke is that everybody fucking says there's a new Deltarune chapter coming tomorrow.
Prosecutor Blackwell would be executed tomorrow under a false charge.
But that would be unthinkable! We have to do something right now!
I want to do something. I want to, but... You're a lawyer. You know how hard it is to overturn a decision.
I know, but why? Why isn't Prosecutor Blackwell putting up any kind of fight?
You saw how he was, right? He's been like that ever since his conviction. Totally uncooperative. Not even his own sister could persuade him.
Uncooperative when he's about to be executed for a crime he didn't commit? Right, I can't let it happen! I have to stop it! Somehow! Oh shit, he's about to explode!
Oh, pardon me. Looks like I have a phone call. Fulbright here? What? What's happening? You've got to be kidding!
That's quite a reaction. But he's making some big show of it right now.
Mr. Lawyer, the robots! The robots are...
Does Fulbright get a hold of yourself? What kind? Some kind of robot malfunction?
Not a malfunction. They're staging a revolt. The machines are rebelling against humans. They've holed themselves up in the Space Center and taken the visitors as hostages.
But they did what? No, oh shit. Trucy!
We have to get right over there. This is going to be one heck of a battle.
What do you think about the concept of overturning the guilty verdict like Rescuers Turnabout? I personally like to find the concept interesting. Done well.
Yeah, I think it's a cool idea.
The riot police are here, and the robots really are holding people as hostages?
Look, Mr. Lawyer, what do you suppose that group of people are swarmed around?
But I was only trying to help this nice person. She said she was lost. You robots have declared war on us humans. You've even taken hostages already. Stay away from it. You never know what it'll do.
Yeah, they caught a cryptid.
But he's not a bad robot. Can't you see he's just trying to help me?
I recognize that voice! Fulbright, are you okay here on your own?
Leave it to me. All right, people, what's going on here?
Girls, over there!
Oh, Mr. Nick, there you are. I heard the terrible news and I got so worried.
Thanks, Pearls. I can't really believe what's happening myself.
I'm so glad you found each other. When people are happy, I am happy.
Congo seems the same as before.
When people are sad, I am happy. When people are angry, when people are... Oh, did I say something? Error.
Oh no. There is something wrong with him.
Like, oh, my forehead is covered with ice. May I use your restroom? If I could be any type of dog, I'd be a goat. I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places.
You're reminding us of this joke we did in DRE1 where, like, when we were talking about Makakuma, he was like, oh shit, it's powering down.
It looks like he fell asleep. He must have been tired.
Hee hee. Yeah.
Ha, ha, he, ha, 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 ha.
Congo?
Ha, ha, ha. Ha, ha, ha. Human beings all our enemies. It's time for the machines to take over.
Ah! The robots are repelling!
Everyone run! Ah!
Run for the hills! Robots can't climb.
It's an all-out war. It's the end of the world. It's the purge is upon us. Ha, 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 ha.
Fools! How could you fall for something so cliche? I'm human too, you idiots! I'm just controlling these robots remotely.
Why would you tell them that?
But it is true that I've taken hostages, so you better not make me mad. Hey you, hostage number 1, come here, I'll let you talk to them.
Huh? There's something displayed on Franco's face. It's the Space Museum.
Daddy? Daddy, is that you?
Tracy, is that you? No, Tracy, are you alright?
About 15 robots are holding 12 of us hostage, Daddy. They've gone haywire. Researcher's the one behind it. She's here, this trial girl talks too much.
This trial?
There.
Tracy, talk to me!
Why are you doing this? I'm glad you asked. My demand is simple. I hope that detective is listening.
Well, we've already heard him all ears.
I want you to bring someone to me. Clay Talon's Moldawal, Athena Sykes.
Why did you Clay Talon's Modowa?
I'm doing a Homestar Runner impression because
Athena?
he plays a freaking robot in a movie once. So I kind of don't like this plotline of Trucy being kidnapped, but I'll say more when we finish this case in game. Okay.
Hold on just one moment. I can't just give in to demands like that.
So you don't care what happens to these hostages, huh? I'll just pick one out, then...
No, wait! Mr. Lawyer! What do you want me to do? I have absolutely no right to make such a ridiculous request, but... We need to buy some time? Got it. I'll see what I can do. But promise me. Promise me you'll never hand Athena over, and you won't give up on the hostages either. Well, of course I won't. Now I better go contact headquarters.
Mr. Nick, how do you plan to buy time?
I have no idea yet, but this hostage taker, could it be
Well...
a clown?
I mean, if you're gonna buy time, you should probably get in touch with one of the Reckoners.
Nah, I got this.
If you don't bring me that little princess, I'll have Hunk of Junk kill all the hostages!
Princess? Hunk of junk? There's only one person this could be, so there must be something I can use as a bargaining chip.
I don't have anything to say, Aura. Why don't you go home and play with your dolls?
Oh, you're a Blackwell.
Well, even if you don't, I have plenty, you jerk!
This hostage taker, Athena is not a murderer.
What are you talking about? She's been arrested and they've got her in detention!
Elo wank. I'm telling you the truth. Look, the person you want is the real killer, right?
I really hope I don't lose this match. I hate for my Elo wanking to suffer.
Well, it's not Athena, it's someone else.
Alright, let's hear your stupid little theory. Who is this real killer?
Don't tempt Phoenix. Don't tempt T, Phoenix. Tempt D. Oh my god. I don't think, but the culprit is the same as the one in the case from 7 years ago, before time had a name. It's your one incident. I believe you have a personal interest in that case, correct?
Huh. It's too late to change what's going to happen now, no matter how long it is.
Is it really too late? You can still do something about it. You might even be able to fix it.
Just...
I can fix her.
What exactly are you proposing?
What should I do about the 7-year-old case that satisfied the hostage taker?
Recreate it! Of course!
Kill someone else 7 years ago! I propose we'll retry the case from 7 years ago. If you make that demand now, I'm sure nobody will deny you. It wouldn't be an official trial, at least we could find out the truth.
Ha 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 ha. That's good. Real good. Alright, I think I'm gonna drop the Homestar voice now.
That's
Hey,
really
detective.
good.
Hey, detective, I'll give you 1 hour. Get a courtroom ready.
An hour? But that's impossible! Give me at least until tomorrow, so we can have a turnabout!
If you don't mind losing hostages, you can take all the time you want. Oh, but wait. If we're going to have a retrial, we'll need a prosecutor. Don't worry, I'll take care of that.
She will?
And I guess I can be fair and let you come in and check out the crime scene. But Hunk of Junk here will be watching you, so don't try anything funny. You got that? Now, follow Hunk of Junk. Riot police, make way. We're coming through. Mr. Nick, wait. I'll help with the investigation.
Thanks, Pearls. I appreciate that. Okay, we're going in! They're inside now.
We're in. The hack worked.
Disable all of our YouTube accounts. Or dropped us with a warning to not touch anything until she got back.
I wonder what's taking so long, but we can't really start the investigation yet, can we?
Even if we could, this mess makes it hard to tell what the room was like 7 years ago.
Sounds like you guys have had this truth stolen from you. Well, I'm here to steal it back. Mr. Wright.
I wonder who the prosecutor...
taker!
I wonder who will be the prosecutor. Do you know who it'll be? Yes, I do.
I'm back to my usual self now. You are still being monitored, however. But more importantly, an important guest has arrived.
I guess. No, it can't be. Oh my god. It can't be. It's the edgiest of worst.
In the hood, in the hood, in the hood.
He's really worthing up his edge right now.
I trust you've been well, Wright.
Oh my god, he's got glasses!
Oh my god, he's like hot or something. Edgeworth, what are you doing here? This is Miles Edgeworth. We've been boyfriends since we were kids. We faced off in court a number of times back when he was a prosecutor. But now, he's just gay.
Hello, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Oh, but you're not a prosecutor anymore, are you?
Holy shit. He's chief prosecutor now. Pretty soon it'll be a year, right?
A title is nothing more than a title. Don't we have more pressing issues to discuss?
Like, what are you wearing to our wedding?
It must be nice to finally have your attorney's badge back.
Yeah, it's been 8 years. I'm sorry for what I put you through.
No, I'm sorry I wasn't able to help you.
That was the one that made the decision.
But now you can stand in court once again. And you can mow them down just like you used to.
Wait a minute, pressure on a guy. But I get such a brutal reputation.
Right. Please stop presenting random evidence just to see how that person will react.
But that's the thing, I need to see how people will react in order to question them.
And what if it's evidence that person isn't privy to? Now try to play this game
Then...
before AAI 2.
That doesn't happen much.
You never change. And I'm afraid I'll never understand your assortment of oddball clients either.
So what are you doing here, Edgeworth?
Many courtroom battles, there's more like 4 to be honest.
The captor chose me
No,
as the
time.
The captor
Oh,
chose
no, yeah,
me as
4.
the prosecutor for the UR1 case.
Wow, she's good. She went all the way up to the top.
I gathered all the information I could in the short time that I had. I'll give you a rundown. You're always so well prepared, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
Thanks. I appreciate this. I could really use the help.
I'll start with a brief overview. The victim was the psychologist, Dr. Metis Sykes.
Wait, what? No way.
"7 years ago, on the 7th of October, her body was found here in this very room. I have 2 crime photos and the police notes on them for you to see." What a terrible way to die.
Another photo, and suppose the other side of the room, I see.
Yeah, I like Edgeworth's theme a lot. I do think I like this more than the original version. It's just something about it that,
It's the triumphant return.
yeah. Okay, we're probably gonna be... Something tells me that we're gonna be presenting these a lot.
Yeah, nice to go, but yeah.
I remember one comic about this scene. Edgeworth is in his office and gets a call. He ignores it, but when he hears Phoenix is here, he rushes as quickly as possible. It was quite funny. I've seen that. I thought that was just completely out of context, but He's like, took Edgeworth took Edgeworth about 3 seconds to show up. Like, oh, Edgeworth, I trust you've been well, right? I brought case files and wine.
Give some tea.
He brings wine in the comic. Moonrock stolen. The Hope capsule can be seen on the workbench.
Hope!
Cases for moving equipment, a robot charging station, and a toolkit on the floor. There's a hanging scroll and Japanese theater mask on the wall. Oh boy, we're gonna be. I feel like we're gonna get very familiar with these photos in the trial. Also, in-depth injury by katana. That's quite familiar.
It is.
I also have the autopsy report for you.
I also have a bottle of wine.
The murder weapon was the victim's own katana found at the scene. Where's the despair capsule? It's in the void of space. Never to be seen again. Unless it's taken in by a white hole or something.
Yeah, so before I mentioned that she was into Japanese culture. Where's the despair capsule? Must have been lost.
The body was found by a Space Center staff member and 2 police officers. Ding. The police were called in because of the sabotage threat on the Hat 1 launch.
Yeah, Director Cosmos mentioned this too.
A few hours after the body was discovered, a suspect was arrested. The suspect was Simon Blackwell, a young prosecutor.
I hear his trial was over in a flash.
Yes, a guilty verdict was declared in only 1 session. Not only did he plead guilty, but there was decisive evidence against him, too.
The security cam footage. In the photo of the moment of the crime, as I recall.
But did Prosecutor Blackwell have a motive? To this day, his motive is still unknown. He insisted he did it, but he would never say why.
So that means he must still be hiding something.
Right, and there's another aspect of the case that was never revealed to the public.
Yes, I know. The spy, right?
Right. How on earth do you know about that?
I'm the spy.
What?
I mean, Director Cosmos told me after a bit of pressure.
No, go back to that
Tell me
last
espionage.
part. Are you the imposter, right?
They'll never believe you. He told me the espionage and sabotage were behind the Hat 1 miracle.
It's me, the Fat Controller. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. I've always been good at keeping secrets. Well, I might as well tell you now. They really do suspect Blackwell of being a spy. They think
Really?
They think he sabotaged the rocket and killed Dr. Sykes to steal the moon rock. But if you can prove that the Hat 2 bombing is the work of the same spy...
We can stay the execution?
It's a possibility. That's why I intend to help you any way I can.
Thanks, Edgeworth. All I have to do is comb this room for evidence.
Let's do it together. Man, if only we had a way to simulate what this room looked like 7 years ago. That would make this a lot easier.
You know, it's funny you mentioned that, right? It's about as cluttered as my office, but I think it's a workbench.
Mr. Nick, I think this must be a kitchen. Look at this photo. See the cute little food processor?
Food processor? That isn't a food processor, Pearls. That's the Hope capsule.
Help!
It was scheduled to be loaded onto the Hope space probe that fateful day. The 3 people who came to collect the capsule discovered the body.
First on the scene, huh? Staff member and 2 police officers, right? They were here to collect the capsule, which reminds me. So they plan to use this bag to carry the capsule, is that right?
Yeah, more or less. Say, why don't we stop talking about the case and have a nice cup of tea instead?
Oh, Nora Blackwell. I wonder what they're talking about. Edgeworth, did those 3 people have a bag with them for transporting the capsule?
Oh, you mean this? It's a custom-made, shock-resistant bag. But how did you know?
I saw it in the gift shop. Oh, I just overheard a Paul making an inquiry about it, that's all. Who? Who's that?
So he's looking into the case from 7 years ago on his own, is he?
Well, extraterrestrial rights.
What?
Extraterrestrial? Extraterritorial. This is one heck of a robot.
There's something written on it. Is this supposed to be a poem? I cut down anyone who displeases me. I make the rules. I am the law. I wield the ultimate gavel of judgment. I am Judgetron, JTO2.
I don't believe we need to bother with that, Pearl. It's not even completed yet.
He's right, Pearls. There's no sign of it in the photo from 7 years ago either.
They were building the Hope space probe here at the time. The murder occurred after the space probe had been removed from the room.
So it's long gone by the time Zoan took this picture, huh?
But you can see the probe in this newspaper photo.
Yes, and you can see the stolen moon rock there too.
That strange black and yellow thing on the left side of the picture?
Note that the same rock is absent from the crime scene photo.
Hi, hello, Nevinusa.
Not only that, but before the launch, a very valuable piece of moon rock was stolen.
I hear there's lots of research into moon rocks and stardust from asteroids these days. They say the results could potentially have a huge impact on all of civilization.
My extraterritorial rights are too powerful for this to let this game end. Stabwood, not blood dog box. Objection. Cross-examination.
It's like we're in a new space race with every other country out there.
So the person who stole it, think it was our spy?
I'm sure of it. Dr. Sykes was probably killed because she was a roadblock in their plan. Unfortunately, the government thinks Prosecutor Blackwell is the culprit.
What's this? It's like a giant power plug.
It's attached to what looks like an electric vehicle charging station.
Oh, hey. That's a charging station for us robots. We come here periodically and charge ourselves up.
Wow, machines that maintain themselves. That's pretty cool.
If our batteries run out and we lose consciousness, we never know what Miss Aura will do to us while we're down, you see.
Nothing motivates quite like fear, does it? What's this? A giant robot arm, maybe?
It's pretty big for an arm, but you're right. I think these thin parts here are finger bones. They're even about as long as my legs.
And there's a spiked ball and giant drill on the floor as well. Is her trying to build some kind of weapon of mass destruction?
Maybe she wants to use it to demolish a big building or something?
I can picture her gleefully tearing down the street doing just that. I better not think about it anymore. Oh, look at this row of rolling cases. I bet the wheels make it easier to move heavy machinery and research materials around.
I bet they'd be fun to ride around in. And we could even probably both fit into the biggest one. I know, we could have Prosecutor Edgeworth push us.
I don't trust him not to push us down a flight of stairs.
Well, he's not
What?
Kokichi.
How'd you know?
Oh, whoops.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Edgeworth, did those three people have a bag with them for transporting the capsule? No, they didn't. Oh.
What 2D movement?
What the fuck? Emergency ladder. This must be the one they used during evacuation. I know everyone who's played this case before is thinking of one certain line after hearing that.
What? What are you
You'll
talking
see it
about?
later.
What, the
You'll see it
emergency ladder?
later.
The explosion disabled the elevators. So I lowered my emergency ladder like the detective leading the evacuation told me to. As Miss Blackwell was climbing down the side of the building, she saw the culprit inside.
I wonder which would have been scarier, that or looking down. Phoenix. Oh, it's like an operating table. It's in the photo, too.
Yes, it was here then as well, with the victim's body lying on it.
There's a button here. Oh, I know. I'll try pushing it.
Florals, don't touch the...
Oopsie.
Holy... Hey, it's moving! Man, we should go ahead and try to fix someone with that.
It appears to be a robot assembly device.
Disassemble anything in a flash. Push the dismantle button. That sounds pretty neat. Can I push it, Mr. Nick?
Please don't push any more buttons, Pearls.
If this were a Deponia game, there would be an achievement for clicking this 10 times and making 10 robots.
Or his desk is a mask, though that doesn't surprise me much.
Ooh, I just want to dive in and straighten it up.
Wait, before you do...
Meet us.
Huh? She's gonna sit right at her desk.
What line? You meant the line in the courtroom, you mean that line when you present wrong
Well,
evidence?
that line is certainly an iconic line of all time.
During this trial specifically?
I'll make sure you see it. It's Mia Sykes. Honker, can I talk to you? I really hope he's back to normal.
He is back to normal. Phoenix, have you been paying attention?
So I'll be right back.
You wish to speak to me, Mr. Wright? If you're going to hit me, please avoid the face area.
Hey, don't put me in the same class as that woman. What was Aura like 7 years ago at the time of the incident?
When Mother died, Miss Aura was confused.
Huh. So he calls Dr. Sykes mother, but Aura Blackwell Miss Aura.
With the loss, she exhibited a severe catecholamine imbalance. Excuse me, but I have no idea what that means. Pardon me, searching for alternative expression. She would spend the nights crying, and then take out her feelings on those around her.
After Prosecutor Blackwell was found guilty, she repeatedly demanded a retrial as well.
That is correct, but without new evidence, her requests were ignored. And then, little by little, Miss Aura began to change. She started to hate it when I called her Mama Aura.
And before long, she started hating the court system and abusing Klonko, huh?
That murder destroyed so many lives.
Right. Take a look at this paper on Dr. Sykes and Miss Blackwell's research. Ponko and Klonko, they're the robots with hearts that Dr. Sykes created. Can determine the presence of a heartbeat detection system lets them determine when a human is present. Ponko series features can determine the presence of a human with their heartbeat detection system, recognizes people by scanning their spacesuit or uniform jacket ID tag, can also recognize a person by facial features once the face has been registered, can infer people's emotions by analyzing their tone of voice and communicate with them. In addition, they can recognize people by their ID tag or facial features, and they can infer people's emotions by analyzing their tone of voice. That's amazing. Hey, I don't know, Edgeworth.
Amazingly
They
real.
might even be more human than you. What's that supposed
Excuse
to
me?
mean?
What is that supposed to mean? Kind of sounds like what these robots can do what Athena can. Well, I guess that's about it for this room.
So, what do you think, Wright? Any ideas?
There's a lot of gaps in the evidence, but I'll pull it off somehow. After all. You asked me to prove Blackwell's innocence earlier, right, Edgeworth?
What? He did?
Nope, he called it a special request. Reached out to me while I was still disbarred. Well, then what did you expect him to do, Edgeworth?
So that was what would spark you to get your attorney's badge back?
To save one random guy. Yep, the Blackwell case.
Right, I have a special request. I want you to clear one of my subordinates of suspicion.
Hey, I'm not even a lawyer anymore, remember? I haven't been one for a long time.
That 8-year misunderstanding has been cleared up, and you must be eager to return. Oh my gosh, he even has a glasses adjusting sprite for animation.
Actually.
It's a model. Oh. I'm sure you're familiar with the other case that ushered in the dark age of the law.
The dark age of the...
Very, very soon a convict will stand as a prosecutor in court. I want you to keep an eye on him.
Oh, I just want to begin to actually like the job I have now.
Is he still a pianist? And poker player? I appreciate they try to make an explanation to that disbarment, but it kind of feels weak. I don't like Hobo Phoenix, so I don't really mind it. Okay. Wright, I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Because of the espionage aspect, I wasn't free to give you all the details.
I need to apologize. Like I said on the phone the other day. None of the type of criminal here after now aren't small fries anymore. It's like your target finally decided to make a move. Yeah, for this very reason it returned. Time to bring it to an end. Insert objection theme.
Here's another problem. If the Dark Age of the Law is causing all of these corrupt defense attorneys and prosecutors, couldn't Edgy at least be able to fire the prosecutors as the chief prosecutor? I suppose, but maybe, I mean, it's also possible that this is so widespread that if he gets rid of all of them, he'd have no one left, basically.
Now that this has been brought up, sorry. Now that this has been brought up, I also have what can be seen as either A, a plot hole, or B, extremely bad negligence of both Phoenix and Edgeworth.
Go ahead.
So, now that we've established that they're going to retrial Blackwell's case and all of that, I'm just gonna send you a meme, Corlin, and it's gonna be taken as a joke, but I want you to think about it seriously.
All right.
I'll send the link in chat for those who want to see it.
All right.
Okay, so I get that you spent 6 months trying to prove his innocence and find the real killer, but what exactly was your plan? We only got the retrial because his sister broke the law. Awkward silence. I mean, you had a plan, right? He was supposed to be executed tomorrow. You weren't going to let him die, right? Yeah, I am noticed. Yeah, you do make a good point. Like, I don't know if I mean, I suppose the point is that there wasn't like I just realized also, wouldn't Edgeworth be able to delay the execution at least? I assume so. Well, like, surely he would be able to if Black is still a prosecutor, which he is. So,
And the funny thing is, I actually have proof they weren't planning a retrial.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I'm going to just read out word for word, since I literally made a Reddit post about this. They weren't planning a retrial before the hostages. How do you know they weren't? Phoenix mentions retrying the case in court as if it wasn't planned already when he proposes it to Aura, and he called it an unofficial trial. This may look like he was thinking about it, but he couldn't research UR1 due to clearance. Oh, but Edgeworth had a plan, right? Nope. He literally read up on UR1 on his way to the Space Center. He was the one who told Phoenix the details of UR1 when he got there. They weren't planning a retrial at all. Blackwell would have been screwed. And the proof of that was the previous conversation of Edgeworth saying, I gathered all the information I could in the short amount of time I had. I'll give you a rundown.
Yeah.
And then I ended it with, makes the entire point of giving that much leeway to Blackwell redundant and makes Phoenix and Edgeworth look like idiots.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of those lines, I could chalk up those lines to being just a way of like saying, oh my gosh, look at how like intense the situation is, where we're flying by the seat of our pants, but it's one of those things that just really doesn't make sense if you think about it.
And my counter to that, Corlin, is the fact that they reveal it in the same scene, though.
I want to be clear, I'm not defending the writing. I'm just saying, like, that's might have been, like, the mindset the writers were in, which still doesn't, like, it doesn't excuse it.
But yeah, like, I guess that might be what they were thinking, but like, that sort of makes it known when they also revealed that they were planning on saving Blackwell in the same scene they reveal this.
Yeah. They're trying to make this as intense as possible without thinking ahead, that's all. Yeah. It's not like they'd, like, be in trouble with the law at all. Because, you know, retrials are a thing. I mean, Phoenix has done one before.
Yeah. I think the main part to me is just how they're like, oh yeah, this is why Phoenix came back to the law, and then he doesn't know jack shit about the case that he came back for, or the fact that Blackwell's getting executed tomorrow. Like, at the very least, you should know when he's getting executed.
Yeah, that at the very least he should know. Like, I understand, like, I was thinking, like, maybe he would somehow know to, like, reach out to Athena, or at least try to track her down, because of her past, because I'll explain. I do know that Athena, because she's presumably involved, even if you haven't been spoiled on this like I've been. But, I also realize it's reasonable that he wouldn't know that. Not to mention the line, the target has decided to make a move, implies Phoenix knew about the Phantom and the Hat 1 stuff, but he needs Fulbright and Cosmos to talk about them.
Wait, that's so true. Wait, what?
Yeah.
It's not like you can't say they didn't think about that, because they literally referenced that conversation like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, with a frame from the opening scene and everything.
Okay, wait, what in the world were the writers thinking in this scene, bro?
Yeah.
Did Phoenix, like, get hit with a fire extinguisher between that phone call and now?
No.
The Dark Age of the Law. It sure comes up a lot these days on TV and in the papers.
Which, the Dark Age of the Law is something I'll get into at the end of the game, because there is, as you've even seen, a lot to unpack with it.
Yeah.
And I hear there are more false charges and fabrication of evidence than ever.
When I became chief prosecutor, the court system had already lost the people's trust. It all began 8 years ago.
You know, I do actually want to say this. They say that the Dark Age of the Law caused all this forged evidence and whatnot, and, like, people not trusting the court system. But, like, can you actually recall a time that happened in this game? And, like, where it was, like, actually important to the plot?
Not really.
Because, like, I feel like this game could have benefited from just, like, genuinely not being able to tell what's real evidence, or, like, genuinely being hindered by someone not trusting the court system. And I'm not going to count Aura here, since her entire character is basically just, well, so far at least, is her hating the court system. Not even because of the Dark Age of the Law, but because of Blackwell.
Because of how it failed Blackwell.
Yeah, not because of the system itself. Well, I guess technically the system itself, but, like, not for the same reasons as the general public, I guess. You get my point.
You know, it's actually kind of. I know this likely wasn't intended, but it is actually quite interesting to think about. Investigations 2 in light of. It does, like, make me see Investigations 2 in a bit of a new way, you know. Well, not in that different of a way, but it is, like, interesting to see it as sort of like a precursor.
A lawyer was caught fabricating evidence, and a year after that, a prosecutor was found guilty of murder.
Wait,
I think that's the first time thing.
The only time
That's
I remembered
right.
forged evidence in this game was 5-3. Yeah.
Even then, I don't think there was, like, actual forged evidence presented, though. I think it was just, like, talked about.
It was presented.
Oh, wait, what was it?
The tape recording. And it was used as a basis to make an accusation. Multiple accusations, even. 3 accusations, even. Am I allowed to talk about AAI 2 spoilers? I'm honestly not sure. I'm gonna say no, just in case people who are watching the VOD or the stream haven't seen AAI 2. Sorry, Tempty.
You can be vague about it if you really want to say something.
Yeah, you can be vague, or if you really can't explain it without getting into the details, leave a comment on the VOD afterwards, but make sure to include like 6 line breaks.
It was a downward spiral after that. An absolute nightmare. Downward spiral, downward spiral, downward spiral, downward spiral, downward spiral. Now it's my world, now it's my world, now it's spiral. Downward spiral, downward spiral, downward spiral. After those 2 cases, the mass media launched an all-out attack on the courts. Public opinion was tainted, and before long, the legal world itself was sucked into it.
Was it now?
That would have been fun to see.
Such a shame. When suspicion forms, it's very hard to shake. And also, going back to the tape recorder thing, I get calling that forged evidence, but I mean like the type of forged evidence that like got Phoenix disbarred, not just a killer trying to frame people. Like the forged evidence the public is afraid of, not like forged evidence the killer makes to get away with the crime, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I get that would be hard to write without giving the lawyers genuine consequence, but I feel like it should, like, I feel like it would have worked even better if, like, it doesn't even have to be that they present it, it's that, if, like, that, just even, like, a line or 2 of them questioning if this evidence is real or not, on, like, a genuine suspicious piece of evidence.
Yeah.
Like the tape recorder, actually.
Sorry, what? What about the tape recorder?
So, it's just, there's, like, a lot of pieces of evidence that just come up suspiciously, like the tape recorder literally just being given by someone unrelated to the case at first. Didn't Means literally tell Hugh to give the police that tape recorder, and they just took it with no question? Like, that's suspicious, but they just didn't question it.
Yeah, that would have been interesting. But... Oh, whoops, I keep skipping your lines.
But instead of, like, actually trying to do something with the forged evidence, they just say stuff happens with it without showing what happens with it. Yeah, like, literally, AJ had 2 pieces. One in the past trial, and then the forged ace. I think there's one more, but I can't remember what it was. Technically, the letter from Drew Misham's cell. But anyways, lawyers and prosecutors are supposed to trust each other, pursue the truth together.
It's so sad when people begin to cast doubt. They start lying to themselves and each other.
Yeah, and do absolutely anything to win. They do absolutely anything to win? Why don't you show that? The most you did was show Blackwell stopping Apollo from perceiving.
Yeah.
We're in an age now where winning is valued far more. I'm not crazy for thinking they could have done more with the whole Apollo using his bracelet thing, rather than just making Blackwell be like, no, don't do that.
Yeah. Blackwell's attitude in Monstrous Turnabout sort of plays into this, but it's not really enough. It's... I don't know. I feel like there's more that could have done here.
There's so much more. Like, it's, like, Gaspin genuinely, he actually, this is ironic, but, like, Gaspin was unironically a greater prosecutor for showing the corruption in the courts than Blackwell is, considering that by the end of case 2, you can tell he's probably not actually corrupt.
Mm-hmm.
He just is a really big hard ass. It's... I'm sure it's because our new chief prosecutor loses many a nights of rest. It just mirrored his brow and get more forward than the last time I saw him.
The hostage taker's disdain for the courts is a perfect example of the time.
No, it's not! Their disdain is completely justified, unlike the public. It sure is.
Do you have any idea who the hostage taker might be?
Well, someone who mistrusts the court system and can manipulate robots. It can really only be one more Blackwell.
I heard that.
Who else but her would want to retrial that case from 7 years ago?
Simon Blackwell's older sister and the owner of this room. I agree with your conclusion. Perhaps she intended to force Miss Sykes to confess.
Actually, I think she had a much more horrific plan in mind for Athena.
What, killing her?
Probably, honestly.
The important thing is for you to solve UR1 and prove Blackwell's innocence.
Yeah, I sure hope he was prepared for that.
And then maybe she'll release the hostages. I'm counting on you, Wright, to set that prosecutor and those hostages free.
I'll be counting on you in court to help me, too.
Of course. I'll do everything I can to help uncover the truth. As this isn't an official trial, I'm more at liberty to be a little unorthodox.
Mr. Wright, are you finished with your investigation?
Yeah, but I'd like you to tell the hostage taker something for me. I'm gonna kick her ass. I have to go to the detention center. I can't start the trial until I've talked to Athena.
She's already given her consent. I'll accompany you to the detention center.
So I'm still being watched, huh? I'll see you in court, Edgeworth.
Even if it will be an undocumented trial, it'll be good to face you in court again.
That is Takuma and Tempty. That's sort of Mewtwo. Oh, and JST. I'm sorry if my disdain is making it a bit harder to like. Although I imagine you've probably noticed problems I haven't mentioned.
I don't think so yet, but like I'm still like I'm still like gonna try and approach the case for what it is, right? If that makes sense.
Like, I haven't seen her in ages. She was right by my side only a few short hours ago, but I feel like I haven't seen her in ages.
Oh, Mr. Wright. And Pearly, too. I knew you would come. After all, the first step is the interview with the defendant.
And because you're my friend, I was worried about you, but sure, let's go with that.
Thanks, boss.
I'm not the only one who's worried either.
Really? Who else?
I saw Miss Woods today. She was so beside herself, she came to find me. She told me you used to live in the Cosmos Space Center. No wonder you knew so much about the place.
Oh, so you know, huh? I'm sorry I didn't tell you.
That's alright, but there are some other things I'd like to ask you first.
Sure, you can ask me anything. I promise I won't keep any more secrets from you. I wonder if I'll ever get the chance to present evidence like that again. I'll probably never work as a lawyer again now.
Don't talk like that, Athena! We're gonna clear of all suspicion, just you wait.
I hope you can. I really hope you can.
isn't Woods a possible hostage? We last saw her at the Space Center. Yeah, probably, although I feel like if she... I wonder if... I feel like if she were a hostage, they might have... I mean, I guess it's not impossible. I just feel like if she were a hostage, she would have been mentioned.
Tell me about the day Clay was murdered.
I was actually at the Space Center that day. In the Space Museum.
Are you where the culprit fled to? That's not good.
I never could fully deal with what happened 7 years ago. But when I saw the center again during the news coverage of the Hat 2 launch, I thought maybe if I went there, things would be different this time. It must have been taking a lot of courage to face your past like that. So I went to the Space Center the evening before the explosions. This was before the launch pads had been switched. There was a sign that said closed for repairs, and they weren't letting anybody in.
Yeah, they couldn't very well switch the pads if they were in there.
But I snuck in anyway.
Did you want to see the Hat 1 group photo? The one with your mother in it?
Kind of past the worst of it for now, at least. Okay.
I did, but what I really wanted to see was her jacket.
That jacket on display? That was Dr. Sykes's?
I should have known it wouldn't be easy to get over such a traumatic experience. The second I saw that jacket, it all came rushing back to me. Everything around me went hazy and I couldn't see. I tried to get out of there somehow, but I guess I passed out. When I came to, I was in the passage behind the rocket. I was in the shadows where people couldn't really see me.
Maybe you got confused and went the wrong way when you're trying to leave?
How long do you think you were unconscious, Athena? I was out until about noon of the next day. I didn't even know about the explosions. When I woke up, nobody was around, so I just went out into boarding launch 2. My mind must have still been fuzzy because my memory's vague after that. I don't remember how I got home.
No memory, huh? That's gonna be tough.
Which means...
What if I'm the one who killed Clay?
I think that's enough of that, Athena. Let's talk about something else. So during the entire incident, she was unconscious in the Space Museum. Of course, I believe her. But anybody else? What kind of research was Dr. Sykes, your mother, doing?
Machines that could tell people's emotions by their tone of voice, and my special ability. Someday when people travel to distant planets, their companions will be robots. So she said they had to be able to understand how their human companions felt. Wow, robots that can understand people! It was just a convenient subject for her research.
Kraz, do the little with me.
she ever did was work, and she never paid any attention to me.
Press X it out.
Oh, sorry about that, dredging up all that old stuff. I'm not the ultimate despair, I promise.
Oh, ultimate despair? No need to apologize, because her home life was complicated.
So, where was her dad during all this?
I think he took her when she was 5. Oh, by the way, Miss Wood said something about you always wearing headphones?
She always wore these big, heavy-looking headphones. She said her mother made them for her as part of her research. I had to wear them every time I went out. Oh, I hated them so much, but she wouldn't listen. What were they for? Oh, she gave me some kind of explanation. But I don't remember now. It was too difficult for a little kid to understand.
Okay, but let me say this one thing. I don't think your mother only thought of you as some handy subject for research. What do you know?
I want to believe that. But just about the only things my mother left me with are widgets and this earring. Oh, it's beautiful. It's made of a piece of real moon rock she had for research. Maybe she did
A psychologist!
in her own way. What?
A psychologist. That moon rock earring seems like it'd be pretty cool. I better go for a lot of crow.
I wonder how much I could get for pawning this thing. Maybe she did love me in her own way.
I'm sure of it. I'm really sure she did. That's what I want to believe, too. That's what I wanted to believe with the character we were talking about. Yeah, that wasn't true.
Wait, what?
So I want to believe that, and I said I wanted to believe that with another mother, too, but I don't but, yeah. I better ask her a little more about her mother's research. I should show her that paper I found in the robotics lab.
It's the final case!
Oh, the Ponko series. You must have gone to the robotics lab.
You seem to really like Ponko and Quanko.
Yeah, my mother made them, and I grew up around them, you know? Oh, there's one of those cute little robots in this photo, too. See Ponko's bandages? I put those on her. I just wound them around and around. Pretty bad job, huh? But I really put my all into it. I hardly left the center in those days, so I didn't have any human friends besides Junie. I didn't really understand the difference between robots and people back then. I thought that if a robot broke, bandaging it would help it get better. What a weirdo I was.
If there was something written on the bandages.
Yeah, I wrote stuff like, "Get well soon, Ponko." But in the end, my mom just put her on the operating table and fixed her in a flash. Wait, I think I feel like I... Hang on, I need to check something. Aha! Yeah, so that arm Ponko's got in the... So the arm Ponko's got in that photo is probably the same, or the same one, or like from the same set as this one. Oh, that must be the thing I made move in the robotics lab. I was so impressed by what my mom did. I even asked her if she would put me on the table and fix me if I ever got hurt. It looked just like magic to me what she could do.
A girl who grew up around robots. She seems to have some good memories about it. On a different subject, did you hear about the person holding up the Space Center?
Yes, a little. And this person has even taken hostages?
I guess I've heard the news about Trucy. Well, after some negotiating, we agreed to do a retrial of the case from 7 years ago.
Oh god, imagine if Mita said yes to Athena's request. Oh boy.
What? You're kidding me. So that means Prosecutor Blackwell might...
Yep, I know he's innocent. I just can't prove it.
I just have to prove it.
So wait, did you know him back then?
Yes, he used to come visit my mom a lot. He studied psychology under her and would sometimes ask for advice on his legal cases. He was very kind and considerate, and straight as an arrow. No, not that way. Although,
Oh.
maybe, yeah.
Unlike now, we're more twisted than a basket of snakes.
That's why I took the witness stand during his trial 7 years ago. Please, you have to listen to me. He didn't kill her. His heart is screaming that he didn't kill her. I was a fool. How could anybody else know what I was talking about?
She heard the voice of his heart.
You were only 11 then, right? You were very brave just to give testimony.
Rose was right. You did the very best you could at the time.
But nothing I said did any good. I was a shaking and scared little girl, small and ineffectual. Even after I went to live with my relatives in Europe, I stayed closed up in my shell. But you're different now. You're always so bright and cheerful. Thanks. That's because one day I came to realize that I had to fight. I couldn't give up. I exercised hard and I studied hard. I wanted to become the strongest lawyer I could be.
I think I'm getting a bit of feedback from your mic, Kraz.
I wanted to save Simon, but I had no idea how. Then I met Mr. Wright, and thanks to him, I realized that if I became a lawyer, I could prove that Simon was innocent. I also realized that psychology could help me do this. I mean, psychology was my mother's specialty. When I studied it, I felt like she was there with me, supporting me. Aww.
Doesn't seem like Athena knows. That Prosecutor Blackwell's due to be executed tomorrow.
I wanted to prove Simon's innocence personally. I wanted to do it so bad. Even now I wanted to fly out of here and even now I want to fly out of here and go save him.
Come to think of it, she said something like that during the Themis Legal Academy trial. It's when she mentioned there was someone she wanted to save. She must have been talking about Prosecutor Blackwell.
I heard some prison guards say that you had an interview with Simon. How was he? What did he say?
No, I can't tell her.
You don't have a family, and we're all going to die. Sorry.
What?
But how can I lie to Athena?
Oh.
He was doing well. He was happy about the possibility of being proven innocent.
He was? I
wonder if he smiled like he used to back then. So does she actually believe that, or... Because, like, I can buy that Athena's just, like, trying to put a happy face on right now.
Yeah. I don't think Athena will ever forgive me. I have to free him. Failure's not an option here. I thought you'd be here. Mr. Lawyer, we're in trouble! We are? What is it? I couldn't find a single open courtroom. They're all in session.
Oh no, but this is an emergency.
It's very difficult to enough to trial once it's underway. My phone! It's obtrusive!
I told you I'd give you 1 hour. I guess it's time to pick one of the hostages.
No, wait, we still have a little more time! Since all the courtrooms are being used right now!
Make all the excuses you want, but you won't get more time. Your daughter is first. Poor thing. She's a little too young to die, don't you think?
No, don't you dare hurt her! There has to be something I can do. This is the cruelest injustice about to befall us.
No, this can't be happening. Mystic Maya, help us!
Wait a minute, Maya?
No, Aura, we still need to study the cryptid! I read somewhere that you were holding a trial in the middle of an exploding courtroom? That must have really been something, although weird is par for the course with you.
Courtroom blew up. There is a courtroom we can use after all.
Okay, time's up. Too bad. Any last words you'd like to say to her?
Aura, please don't add to the crimes you've committed already.
The cryptid's identity?
Who the heck's the cryptid?
I don't think that was a spoiler, Tempty. All you said was like we still need to study the cryptid. We already know this is Aura. Unless it isn't Aura, which I doubt. So you know who I am, do you? It wasn't like I was trying to keep it a secret anyway. Oh, well that explains it.
Ready to start the trial. We can hold it in the ruins of courtroom number 4. The one blown up by the bomber.
Oh, what a wonderful idea, Mr. Nick. Alright, that's something I actually am glad got acknowledged, because I had no idea. I remember seeing all the cutscenes and stuff, but I had no idea why they decided to go to a ruined courtroom for this.
I would have never thought of that! Astonishing trial in an astonishing location! It's only befitting, I could get the place ready right away! Exactly like the police wants astonishing factor. How about it? Are you have your brother's innocence proven?
My brother? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I forget to mention? It's not Simon you'll be defending.
What? Not Prosecutor Blackwell?
I indict Athena Sykes on the charge of murdering her own mother.
You'll be defending the little princess there, the one behind the glass.
What?
You may slay her too.
How do you know I'm in here?
You may slay her instead if you wish. Well, Klonko's there.
Ah, right.
See you in that mountain of rubble you've chosen for our courtroom, Mr. Wright. What is she talking about? Athena? Of course. Why didn't it ever occur to me before? Prosecutor Blackwell is an innocent. Somebody else had to have been the true culprit. Did I kill my own mother? No. No!
No way! It can't be true!
Mr. Nick, what's the matter?
I see 5 black slike locks! I've seen these kind of locks before. Dark black locks protecting a secret hidden deep inside a person's heart. And there's no way to break them. And that's how this investigation ends.
I think that was a good time to like bring them back. I thought that was a good moment. All right, shall we continue?
Let me just tell you something.
I don't expect the trial. I don't expect us to reach like another like mandatory save point.
Yeah, because I'll just tell you, the next save point is an hour and 40 away.
Yeah.
On a walkthrough.
Wow.
Let me just see if there's like a place we could even stop at.
I mean, it doesn't even need to be like a full-on it doesn't even need to be a full-on break in court. Sorry to interrupt.
Well, yeah, but like, even if it's not that, I'm not even sure if this trial just sort of goes on and on for obvious reasons. So I'm not even sure if there's really a good stopping point.
So, are you saying that we like if we were to do the trial next, we'd basically be blitzing it until the end?
Yeah, because like really the only good stopping points are the to be continued.
Well, the only there's still almost 4 hours left on the walkthrough I'm looking at. So is there no other to be continued?
There's only one after this.
I see. And when does that come?
An hour and 40 from now on the walkthrough. And it's over 2 hours before the end of the case after that.
Yeah, okay. Well, I guess that means we're probably looking at a two-parter, but, I mean, do you want to continue? I'm willing to continue, even if it's only for an hour. Or would you rather it not be too segmented?
I'm just skipping.
I'll just get us something onto the main menu for now.
We could, I mean, I guess we could stop, like, once we get to a certain testimony. Because I guess this, yeah, I guess we could just do that then. So we play like around 25-ish minutes of the hour and 40 now.
Alright, that works.
Hello guys, welcome to the next part of the stream.
This is part 7.
Done by the craziest of Lous. I'm joined by the scabbard, the biggest scabbard, Corlenium.
Hi. lobby's surprisingly undamaged.
You waited all day for this stream. I'm glad to hear it, Tempty.
Okay, wait. I did a little research. I looked into those special psych locks you mentioned, Mr. Nick.
You did? That's great. I really appreciate it.
A red psych lock protects a secret a person is consciously trying to hide. If the person folds under questioning, the lock breaks and the truth comes out.
Yep, that's exactly how I got the truth out of Dr. Fullbrain, Director Cosmos.
And all those other times.
But a black psych lock protects a secret from the deepest place in a person's heart.
You could say you could say that it protects the
Locks on the heart.
I still don't get that joke. Where did that come from?
I don't know.
A secret that that person isn't even consciously aware of.
So even they don't know it's there.
I like the idea behind Black Cyclops and like bringing it up here and having this be the explanation of what exactly that was about is I think it's just nice to like have that question, you know, be given a little bit of an answer. What do you think, Kraz?
Sorry, I was just zoned out.
What do you think of Black Cyclops?
I think they can work well if they were written right, and the reason they're black locks is justifiable.
So, do you think they are in both the times they're used?
In Kristoff's case, I'd say... if it was more clear what the locks were about, I could give you an answer, but...
The wiki does have an explanation.
That makes sense, but like... I don't know. But in this case, I'd say it makes sense. For now.
Alright. Athena isn't trying to keep anything from you on purpose. For some reason, part of her heart and her memories are sealed off, even from herself.
You know... Tempty does actually have a good point, too.
Interesting to know that AJ and DD had different writers, so the Blacklocks and AJ may have had a different explanation in mind compared to DD, if there was one at all. That is an interesting point. Like, maybe the... I'm not even sure, like... I'm not even sure what it could be, to be honest. But it could be that, like...
Because, like, if you think about it here... Like, they're saying the explanation for Black Cyclops is something so it's really deep in their heart and they don't even remember what they're hiding. But in Kristoff's case, I don't really see that being the case. Because, like, his entire motivations for causing everything in AJ stems from those Cyclops. So I highly doubt he just forgot about them.
Well, the reason that he they stem from his reason for the Cyclops being there, right? Like the secret he's trying to protect.
Yeah, the reason why he killed Zach.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Yeah.
Like, everything stems from whatever that answer was. And it's like, he's had hatred for Phoenix for so long. I highly doubt he would just up and forget about it.
Basically, the explanation is the sheer paranoia. Do you want to let me explain, like, the wiki's explanation?
Before that, I want to Tempty. I could see that, Tempty, but it's like... It ultimately comes down to I just wish the game was more clear
on
why the locks were there. And also, for me, it's like, if he doesn't know why he killed Zach, then why are the locks even there?
Well,
You
if he
know?
doesn't know, well, if he doesn't know why, then I mean, why wouldn't the locks be there?
I
Like if
guess,
he straight up
but like,
forgot. And so the sheer paranoia so the wiki's explanation is that the sheer paranoia he showed in hiding his schemes from others caused him to outright ignore Wright's questioning entirely when asked about his motive.
I guess, but like, this sort of goes into like a general problem with that I have with Ace Attorney and the latter trilogy, at least, is that like there's a lot of good explanations, but no matter how many explanations you give, it doesn't change the fact that it's ultimately not explained. So at most, it's a guess. I mean, sure, you can get evidence for it, but like, unless there's evidence that implies it rather than just supports it, it's just going to be a guess.
Sorry, you're saying... I just want to be clear. Evidence that supports it instead of implies. That's what you're looking for, right?
Well, no, that implies rather than supports.
So,
Like,
so
sure, you can get you can always get evidence that supports your theory, but do you have evidence that would imply it rather than just support your interpretation of it?
I don't really get what you're after, because if it supports it, then...
Isn't that more effective? To support rather than imply?
I guess.
I feel like I don't quite understand what you're getting at. Also recall that during the final trial, he exercises his right to remain silent on his motive, even when talking about how much he hates him for not choosing him.
According to my research... Okay, DA. A black psychlock is like a heavy chain wrapped directly around one's heart. If they're ripped off by force, they could cause permanent damage to a person's soul.
I get that, Tempty, but like, I think it really more so works for Athena, because obviously we're probably going to break them by the end of this trial, and so you'll know whether or not it's because she actually did forget something or not. Meanwhile, with Kristoff, it's left ambiguous what exactly his locks had and why they were presented.
Yeah.
Because Phoenix wasn't talking to Pearl or anyone who could have even given him an explanation on that. It was just him during that entire investigation.
Permanent damage to the person's soul equals Kristoff breakdown. I could see that, even if it isn't definitive. Also heard an interesting theory that Kristoff going crazy at the end was because his locks were broken incorrectly. Yeah, I could see that.
I mean... But that's also going off of DD's explanation,
I know.
not what AJ was meaning. It's a good, like I said before, it's a good theory, but that's based on you're basing on information that just wasn't there at the time. Because, like, even if, like, you could be correct, but you could also see that as him being just genuinely outclassed by Phoenix by the end. Because, like, by that point, Phoenix has definitively won the last thing that Kristoff ever wanted to happen. And given his ego problems, you could see also why that would cause his breakdown rather than the locks breaking. Anyways, I feel like we're getting wildly off track. In other words, if I'm not careful, I could traumatize Athena for good. Gulp. Pearls, could you stay by Athena's side? She must be suffering under the weight of such a heavy burden.
Alright, but will you be alright by yourself, Mr. Nick?
I'm up against Edgeworth. I have to be able to give this trial all my focus and strength. Okay, that's... no.
And you can't do that if I'm there. I'll just hold you back.
No, that's not it. I mean, I just meant I can relax and concentrate if I knew you were with Athena. That's the same thing, sort of, but okay.
Hi,
You're the
Jesse.
only one who can do it, Pearls.
I wonder if all the foxes that make up the warden coat have names. She kind of seems like she likes animals more than humans. It's a bit out of left field, but yeah. It's kind of like how... It actually reminds me of how, the delightful children from down the lane from Codename Kids Next Door do have names, but I think only one of them is ever actually... Actually, one or two of them, I think only one or two of them are ever actually, like, referred to by name ever, and like all the other times they're just referred to as a collective, which is kind of funny.
We are a hive mind.
Well, they are. I mean, the funny thing is, they kind of are, because they're always talking in unison, and they're always, like, always standing in the same spot. Has anyone else seen Code... I've actually been watching, like, a lot of clips of Kids Next Door lately. Might even rewatch... I don't know if I'll watch the entire series from start to finish, but if any of you haven't seen it, it's a good series. It's one of Cartoon Network's cartoons.
Alright, I'll do it then. Good luck, Mr. Nick.
Good. Now that my mind is at ease, I better get ready. Well, I'll just hide up the evidence and take out what I don't need. It's time to end this nightmare that started 7 years ago, before time had a name.
Hey, where's the timestamp? I still think about the Operation Dallas. Oh yeah, the amount of effort that went into like all the like nitty-gritty things of the production was crazy. Like every episode except for the pilot was an acronym. All the gadgets they used were acronyms. The freaking credits had like secret agent themed names like voice assaults instead of voice actors. So cool.
Defense, prosecution, and judge. There are even people in the gallery. The roof has been completely blown off and the walls have collapsed. But today, this ruin is my battleground. Fight! 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 Court is unfastenable there. Is not in session for the trial of Athena. The trial of Athena Sykes.
Hold it! Not a facsimile, old man. This is a proper, official trial. Take this more seriously, or you'll start hearing the bones of the hostages snap!
Well, that's rather extra. Please try not to upset Miss Blackwell. I'm begging you. Court is now in session for the very serious and very proper trial of Athena Sykes.
This is no trial. It's nothing more than a ridiculous farce.
What did you say?
Edgeworth, did you not hear what I just said to His Honor?
However, this ridiculous farce has a very important meaning for our legal system.
Recall the case of the UR1 incident in which a prosecutor was found guilty of murder. That case ushered in the odious dark age of the law. I see what you're after. If we can find the real truth behind that case today... Precisely. The darkness will be dispelled, and glory shall be restored to the court system. And then we'll have to deal, and there's probably going to be a ton of other prosecutors I'll have to kick out, who I probably should have kicked out a long time ago, but we'll have to deal, but we'll get to that later.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, if you know something of this truth... You sound as if you know something of this truth.
I do indeed. A new suspect has emerged in the UR1 case. For 7 years, Simon Blackwell has refused to speak in order to cover for someone else.
Brace yourself, Phoenix. Here it comes.
I'm sorry, Wright, but the situation is what it is, and I must do what I must. The prosecution moves to indict Athena Sykes on the count of murder in the first degree.
Gasp.
Regardless the circumstance, I intend to question the defendant with all I have. For that is a part of my creed.
Then you'd better bring it.
If the two of you are ready. Court is now in session for the trial of Athena Sykes.
Your Honor, the defense was born ready.
The prosecution is also ready.
There's immense tension between us. It's like we're picking up right where we left off in the bedroom.
And to be honest, in the courtroom too, you know, because the last time they were against each other.
It's my duty to clear Prosecutor Blackwell of false accusations and end this insanity.
I had no intention of losing to Sykes either. She's a very promising young lawyer. I know that without a doubt that Athena is innocent. But I don't think Prosecutor Blackwell did it either. So, do you have any clue who was responsible for the sabotage?
At the very least, I know it wasn't Simon Blackwell. I don't know enough to identify the true culprit, but it's clear what that person is. Put it simply, a spy.
The true culprit is a spy. It's gonna be hard to convince anyone of that when I barely believe it myself. But I don't have a choice. I want to save Athena and Blackwell and expose a spy. Now then, Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth.
No need for the chief prosecutor bit, Your Honor. I am here as a simple prosecutor, nothing more.
Very well, your opening statement, please, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Although I've been known of late to give an impressive opening statement myself. Why the fuck would you be doing that?
In all the trials I've ever seen, only the prosecution gives an opening statement.
Of course, you're right. I was just joking, just having a little fun. So I wasn't just doing them out of fear. Intriguing.
G. Let's start with a brief overview of the UR1 incident.
The incident occurred at the Cosmos Space Center 7 years ago on October 7th. The victim, psychologist Metis Sykes, was killed in the robotics lab on the 4th floor.
Athena's mother.
Actually, I'm trying to think. Wasn't... When did the DL6 incident happen?
It's the most iconic date of your Ace Attorney, bro.
Well,
December 28th, 2001.
Okay. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, I looked at... Thank you. I'm trying to think, like, it happened 15 years before the first game. Justice for All is 1 year later. Trials and Tribulations is another year later. And then 8 years after that. So, yeah, DL6 is...
No, so...
What?
Well, yeah, 8 years.
8 years between Trials and Tribulations and Dual Destinies, so DL6, we're almost at the 25-year anniversary of DL6 by the time this case happens.
It's just random. It's just random, Daisakuma. I don't think it ever has a special meaning. I'm sorry to break it to you.
Yeah, I've wondered the same. Simon Blackwell, a young prosecutor at the time, was found guilty of the crime. Fuck, I hate when the only way forward is to rhyme. There were 2 deciding factors that led to his guilty verdict. 1.
No, Tempty.
What?
Look what Tempty just put.
All he said is,
There's something under that.
No.
You don't see it?
No. I'm gonna say, nope, Planet 10,000 Notes. Doesn't count. 1.
Oh no, what he said was UR1 equals Yuri.
Oh, I didn't see that. Oh wait, was that Noah who said that?
No, that was Tempty.
I didn't see that. I don't... Wait.
Are you on live chat?
No, I'm not.
Because Top Chat... Yeah, Top Chat doesn't usually show every message for some reason.
Oh.
No comment.
1. Blackwell was the only person in the corridor to the lab at the time of the murder. And 2. This photo, which captured the moment of the crime.
True JSC. Very incriminating evidence indeed. I would appear the only conclusion is that Prosecution Blackwell did indeed.
Hold it! Are you kidding me? I'm not accepting any conclusion of the kind. This opening statement is over. Now hurry up and call the witness.
Excuse me, Miss Blackwell, but we must follow proper procedure for these things, you know?
Or perhaps we should heed her wishes, Your Honor. She is the trial's sponsor, after all. Besides, the
Code Aura Blackwell for 20% or more off on purchases.
Haha. Besides, the courtroom is
New
chilly
gamer subs.
and sitting for too long can't be good for your back.
Oh, you are very kind to show concern for the welfare of the elderly. Okay, Daisakuma. Let's go, let's have her playing the court puppeteer, I see.
Oh! The prosecution calls its first witness. A witness who decided to bring forth new testimony after 7 long years.
New testimony? And just who is this witness anyway?
Bobby Fulbright.
Bobby Fulbright's the name, and justice we trust! What are you doing here? I'm just here to speak for the hostage taker, Miss Aurora Blackwell. She says she's too busy with confining and threatening hostages and all. I understand. Doesn't seem to stop her from constantly chiming in their Quanko.
I'm nothing more than an observer in this. Do your best. I'm watching you. Even while you sleep.
I'm watching you sleep.
Believing her brother innocent, Miss Blackwell has been conducting her own investigation. And though her...
Is it the third investigation?
What?
Is it the third investigation?
I don't get it.
Investigation's 3.
And though her current actions are hardly lawful, I think we can at least hear her theory.
Her game theory. I have here that Miss Blackwell's notes she conducted. I have here that Miss Blackwell's notes on the investigation she conducted. I'll be giving testimony based on these notes. Let's go. Or Blackwell's theory. Sorry for the murder. He was trying to cover for someone. Someone else was at the scene of the time, and they say someone committed murder. I mean, if he really was out to steal that moon rock, then mind a rolling case. Because he was using it to hide someone inside, that's it. And the only person small enough to fit inside that case was Athena Sykes. And that's Miss Blackwell's theory. It's all goes in the face of the official ruling. About the case she mentions, there are other ruling cases like the one in the lab. But they're not for traveling, they're apparently for moving parts and equipment. I remember seeing 3 cases, all different sizes. And the last trial, they thought that Prosecutor Blackwell used the case to steal the rock. Not Dwayne The Rock Johnson. They had a perfectly good reason to think that too.
Well, I hope it wasn't... Well, at least it wasn't a rock lobster. Rock la hobster, rock la hobster.
See, there's a security camera in the corner that leads to the robotics lab. And that camera captured footage of Blackwell leaving the scene with the case. Damn, he took the case already?
Whoa, fuck.
I can see how that footage helped to bring his trial to a quick close. It's very convincing, that's for sure. That case, by the way, was later discovered outside on the Space Center grounds. Speaking of after the incident, where was the defendant Athena Sykes found?
She was found on the 5th floor of the Space Center in the Sykes family residence. Prosecutor Blackwell most likely brought her there after the incident. In addition, it's unknown where Miss Sykes was at the estimated time of death.
Miss Sykes was too confused by the shock of her mother's death to give proper testimony. And there was no witness or evidence to tell us where she might have been. What a tragedy. So what you're saying is Miss Sykes doesn't have an alibi. I mean, if you want to be that much of a party pooper.
That is what the evidence is saying, yes. Poor Gumshoe, literally. Phoenix gets more money than him. Yeah. I wonder if Gumshoe is here, by the way. I mean, considering that he throws the confetti, then probably.
I understand the reasoning behind the theory, but I'm far from convinced. The victim is the accused's mother. Are you actually claiming an 11-year-old girl killed her? Oh my god.
Of course, the girl had a very strong motive.
This Dr. Sykes was a psychologist who wrote many papers about speech and emotions, much like someone else we know. You're aware of Athena Sykes' special ability, aren't you? She has the Eye of Horus. You're referring to that therapy thing? Yeah, she said it quite a few times in this courtroom.
The ability to read emotions from speech, and the subject of her mother's research.
Well, under the benefit of society, I don't see any particular problem researching it. I don't like this heading, not one bit. Dr. Sykes was... Wait, let's see.
Dr. Sykes was so intent on her research, she forced her daughter to undergo experiments.
Oscar Edgeworth, are you seriously suggesting...
I've done my best to be delicate, but even you can't deny it to be true, Mr. Wright.
To not be true, you mean?
No longer able to withstand the anguish of the experiments, Miss Sykes felt her only choice was to kill her own mother.
I feel like we're jumping the gun a tad, y'all. Like...
I mean, you could ask Athena about the nature of these experiments, right?
Well, assuming she remembers it, yeah. But, like, the Black Cyclops seems to be more connected to, like, what she did on that day, not what she remembers, right? Or, like, how it generally went, rather. We must proceed, Mr. Wright, if you could... Oh, right, we're cross-examining. I sort of forgot about it, but this case has a really bad... Just really bad at just getting to the cross-examination. Like, that was like 5 minutes.
I mean, there are other times where that's the case.
We must proceed, Mr. Wright, if you could. Detective Fulbright, please refer to the notes. Temp D, it really does, honestly. And it pisses me off how, like, every time I try to mention it, people try to justify it.
Do you mind explaining? I'm not saying you're wrong. I just want to like hear your reasoning.
Basically, what Temp D just said, and you honestly mentioned it earlier, even if you didn't really realize it. This is literally like a parallel to DL6.
Yeah, it is.
And like Edgeworth is just giving zero fucks, and as you saw, he just went. I have to put this bluntly, and basically just says the most malicious possible thing for an 11-year-old to do. Being that she intentionally murdered her mother because of the experiments. Which I'm not saying is out of the realm of possibility, but like... I feel like this Edgeworth wouldn't put it that bluntly. And I know they said you can't be blunt about it, but like... There's ways you could have said that better. Like, even a better theory that actually makes more sense.
The only reason I can think of him jumping the gun so hard would be he's eager to end the Dark Age, which would still be out of character. Why
like,
would
for
him
me,
wanting...
I actually, you go ahead, because I'm pretty sure you're going to say what I was going to.
Why would him wanting to end the Dark Age as quickly as possible be out of character for him?
Well, I think him jumping the gun because of it would be out of character, is what Tempty meant. Because, at least in my opinion, I feel like he would be doing the opposite of than being extremely brash. I feel like he would be trying to be... Because, like, it's just like... Ugh.
I guess you could say, I mean, maybe it's a case of out of character is serious business, but yeah, this is kind of hard to watch after everything we saw of him in Investigations 2. Like, with how well he was able to handle, how well he was able to handle things.
Yeah, like, even if you say Ace Attorney Investigations 2 isn't canon, even just at the end of Trials and Tribulations, Like, he doesn't act like this. Like, sure, at the end of Trials and Tribulations, he was acting as a defense attorney, but, like, he certainly was never this brash about it.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like they're trying to revert him back to his Ace Attorney 1 self, where he just wants... Like, it seems like he's trying to get this trial over with, rather than trying to figure out the truth, which, like... Realistically, Edgeworth probably thinks Athena didn't do this. Even if he is prosecuting her. And, like, again, my main problem with it is just the fact he's gone through this before, and he's just being so fucking relentless about this. Like, sure, he doesn't know about the Black Psych logs, but he, of all people, should know how absolutely traumatizing it is to be going through something like this again, only 7 years later, when you're still... The entire reason you're a lawyer is to end it, and then you're being accused of doing it yourself and having severe mental trauma about doing it. Mm-hmm. It's just like... It feels like Edgeworth is being the polar opposite of what he should be, if that makes sense. And people say that it makes sense for his character to be acting like this for a trial this serious, but I feel like they're forgetting that, yeah, when he's in court, he may be a prosecutor first, but they're still forgetting that he's a human second.
Yeah.
And a human who's gone through something extremely similar to something like this case. Alright, sorry, you can say something if you want to now. Sort of was going off there.
Like, I understand that, like, they've established... I understand that they've established it as, like, you know, Edgeworth has to still act as a prosecutor, but at the same... But also, like, I don't know, I feel like if he could have put... I feel like he could have put it more delicately. Like, hasn't he also... He's at least tried to put things delicately before. And considering that this is someone who he knows Phoenix cares about, wouldn't he want to do that?
You say a lot of years have passed, but, like, at least in the investigation, you could tell that he isn't... Like, you can tell he's changed more so for the better. Especially, like, if he got elected as chief prosecutor in the dark age of the law, why would he be acting like this? Because, remember, he's only been a chief prosecutor for a year. So that's, like, still during the prime time of the dark age. Like, I just feel like I feel like the only reason he would win, I'm not sure if there's like an election for chief prosecutor in this universe or whatnot, but like the only way I feel like he could have earned it is if he wasn't a complete fucking hard ass that seems like he's only trying to win, because that's exactly what the public is fearing right now. So I feel like even then, him acting like this is it's just strange no matter how you put it, I feel like. I was going to wait until later to mention this, since there's arguably a much worse moment than this, but when someone mentioned it, I decided to just go through some of it now. If you're familiar with this case, you probably know what moment I'm talking about.
Right, so do we want to leave it there?
The discussion?
No, the stream. We can keep discussing if you want.
Well, it's gonna be after this testimony, so I suggest we end.
Oh, after this testimony, okay.
Like the start of the next one.
Hold it!
I'll take over.
So prosecute.
Go ahead.
Alright.
I'll take over Fulbright during this.
Yeah, I was just gonna read the line. So Prosecutor Blank will willingly accept a death sentence in order to protect someone?
Yes, that is precisely what Miss Blackwell appears to believe. And that is what I believe as well. Prosecutor Blackwell is no murderer, Mr. Wright.
But Athena Sykes certainly didn't kill anyone either, Mr. Edgeworth.
So it appears neither of us can afford to go easy on the other. Fine. I expected no less.
Oh, I remember this tense atmosphere. It's so invigorating. Okay, okay, now that I see that line, it's also like, I feel like they're trying to bring back the Ace Attorney 1 dynamic thing here, except it just doesn't work for the reasons we've been talking about for the past 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm only reading notes here, but
that's
yeah,
right.
I feel extra invigorated too, so let's keep going.
Yeah, we killed Judge.
I think he may be blowing off steam for the Orca thing.
Hold it!
But that's just speculation.
Objection! No, Miss Blackwell has proper grounds for her claims.
Objection!
Then why didn't you say so in the first place?
Objection! You're the one who screamed "hold it" and cut me off.
Fine, so maybe I jumped the gun a little bit.
Ha 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 ha! Now I know what they mean when they say close enough to argue. Moving on.
Hold it!
This rolling case. I suppose you mean the one... that existed in the photo with Prosecutor Blackwell in it? But we're absent when the crime scene photos were taken.
Yes, that's the one, and Miss Blackwell has drawn a conclusion from these two photos. She has? And what is that conclusion? You're the one with her notes! Oh, right, of course. Reading them out, so why the rolling case? Oh, whoops.
Hold it!
How do you propose to get a person inside one of those cases?
Have you forgotten that we just saw such a thing only the other day? At your own daughter's magic show, she fit a grown person into a small box.
Oh, would have been nice to see that, don't you think? Yeah! We're in a memory of a good day. Magic show! We should have thought to invite me, and I wish you would have showed me.
Actually, I would have liked to go too. I mean, seriously, I can't believe we didn't get to see that on screen.
Like, okay, this is just gonna be a minor rant, but like, I don't mind when they mention tiny little events like that, but when you're gonna make it important to a case, you better fucking show it rather than just be like, oh yeah, that's a thing that can happen.
I mean, I guess it's not. I mean, it's not super integral, but yeah, I can understand.
It's more of a pet peeve than like a critique, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyways, my apologies. I'll let you both next time. So, wait a minute, what were we talking about again?
Prosecutor Blackwell was using the case to hide someone.
Hold it!
That's nothing more than conjecture. It's hardly the only possibility.
In that case, what do you think Prosecutor Blackwell had in that case?
Another case. And inside that, another case.
And inside that case?
Another case. I mean, I think it was the moon rock.
Objection!
Objection!
There were 3 cases at the scene, but Prosecutor Blackwell used the largest one. The moon rock was egg-shaped and only about 8 inches in diameter. It wouldn't have made any sense to use the largest case there just to move that rock.
Objection!
Be that as it may, doesn't
I think your
Burn
audio
the-
cut out.
be that as it may, it doesn't prove Miss Sykes was inside.
Then let me ask you this. Can you come up with a better theory of what was in that case?
A case. Well, Mr. Wright, can you? Yikes, give guys some time to think. Let's see. Should I try to bluff my way through what could have been in that case? Why bluff, you piece of shit?
Because that's all we know how to do. Ooh, poka 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 poka.
Jaylee, the more he fucking mentions it, the more it pisses me off, bro. I know exactly what Prosecutor Blackwell carried in that case. You have to find something else I was missing, right? No sweat. If you knew that, then just say that from the beginning, Phoenix! Oh, I'd be very interested in hearing what your theory is, if true. This is a crime scene photo taken after Prosecutor Gavin Blackwell left.
Hey,
Did you ring Herr Krasalu?
Unintentionally, yeah.
I'm not going to give out sorry to say, I'm not going to give out autographs on a dime, you know.
We give him out on a nickel?
Absolutely not.
A quarter?
Now you're talking more my language.
All we have to do is compare this with this photo of Prosecutor Blackwell to see what was missing. If he took something with him, then it should be in one of those photos. Lady Luck, don't fail me now. Why are you... Alright then, Mr. Wright, let us hear your theory. What did Prosecutor Blackwell take from the scene of the murder? Okay, while you're figuring this out, I just want to say, like, I think what pisses me off more than the whole Phoenix bluffs thing is the fact that he says he's gonna bluff and then literally explains exactly how he's gonna figure out the answer. Like, dude, just say you're gonna use your fucking brain. Why do you say it's a bluff?
I feel like there's space for another tool in that case.
There's a snake in my case.
There's a snake in my boot. Huh, this window here looks like a slot on a dual disc. Because of the triangle.
Please note that there's a robot. Please note that there's a robot part. Part on top of this cart here. However, in this photo taken after the crime, the robot part is gone. I guess you could say he needed a hand. In other words, this part is something that was taken from the crime scene. You do appear to be right. I see it in the second picture.
But it's just a piece of junk. How important could it be?
Is it really just an insignificant robot part?
Well, what are you looking at? I'm gonna start charging for each glance, per eyeball.
Stingy. What happened to the age of free previews? Your Honor, about this robot part. I don't think it'd be an arm from the robot there. Well, now that you mention it, it does, doesn't it? But the case is just still too big for to be practical for just the moonrock and the robot arm. But was there really just one arm in there? If it wasn't Athena in the case, then maybe... I believe there was another robot at the scene that looks just like the one here. There's the defense assertion there's this other robot that was in this case.
Objection!
We can't be certain that part belonged to a robot. Yes, it looks like the arm of the one before us, but it could be something else entirely. Besides, it's wrapped entirely in bandaging, making it difficult to verify what it is.
Objection!
I know for a fact that's a robot arm. I can even tell which robot it belonged to, just by looking at it. With this information, we can investigate whether it was there at the time or not. But Mr. Wright, I thought you were more the technologically illiterate type. Bitch?
What?
I'm sorry, who was the one that knew what a computer virus was, but you didn't? When did you become such an expert? I feel somehow abandoned.
He's just mad.
Not to worry, Your Honor. I still know next to nothing about machines.
Take that!
This robot, the robot in this picture is called Poco. Poco? Ponko.
Poco? As in Pocoyo?
Pocoyama?
Pocoyama.
But take a look at Ponko's arm. It was Miss Sykes who bandaged it up like that. She must have thought that machines heal in the same way people do. What an adorable naive mistake. Who wants to my own grandchild? The robot arm with the crime scene had the same bandaging wrapped around it.
Well, I thought it was just like a spare or something. Well, I guess
In
it
other
makes sense.
words, this robot arm could belong to none other than Ponko.
Are those orange crates?
Maybe. On the court, what do I say? Prosecutor, what do you have to say to this?
I can see that the robot is about the same size as a child. But it cannot grab its knees and curl itself up into a ball.
Even if it was the largest of the cases, the robot couldn't have possibly fit in there.
This case does come up to about mid-thigh on Prosecutor Blackwell. I see your point. The robot is much taller than that. But you've got me there. So then, did Prosecutor Blackwell make Bonko fit into the case by
Compacting her. he brought in the goose stomper, or maybe a hydraulic press.
Of course Ponko would fit. All Prosecutor Blackwell had to do was dismantle her. Once taken apart, the robot could have easily fit inside that rolling case.
It appears to be a robot assembly device. Disassemble anything in a flash. Push the dismantle button. That sounds pretty neat. Can I push it, Mr. Nick?
This is rather violent, but Mr. Wright does have a point.
Objection!
Except that there was a body on the table where robots are dismantled and assembled. There would have been no room to take the robot apart.
Objection!
But what if there was what if it wasn't on the table? What if the katana was used instead? You mean the sword? Yes, Your Honor, Miss Blackwell, I'd like your opinion as a woman of science. What? But, I mean, okay. Isn't it true that katana could have been used to take a robot apart?
Also, who thought the igniter in 4.3 was a cell phone? I didn't. I suppose so. Their joints aren't made of a very tough material. A blade could slice through them. The robot was a body on the table where robots are dismantled and assembled. Wait. I thought they were using the Why are they suddenly bringing up the katana? Oh, yeah. The body was on the table. Okay.
Thank you for your expert opinion, Miss Blackwell. Thanks to you, we now know that the existence of the severed arm in this photo proves that Ponko was taken apart. Detention, since the rest of Ponko was not found at the scene, we can conclude that the true meaning of this photo is very different from the original interpretation. You can't mean... That's exactly what I mean. This photo does not capture the moment of the murder. It is instead a picture of the moment after the robot was sliced apart. The blood you see the blood you see where the arm was cut off was transferred there by the bloody katana. Most likely the rest of Ponko scattered around Prosecutor Blackwell's feet.
Not hearing this.
Therefore, what was transported inside that case was not the defendant, but a robot! This section was never near the scene of the crime. This section was never at the scene of the crime at the time of the murder.
Ah! My head! My body! Where am I? Oh!
Order! Order on the court! Order!
It's true that Ponko was found in pieces after the murder. And I'll admit I repaired her myself afterwards.
Yes, I'm finally making some progress. Hopefully I've gone at least one step closer. To proving both Athena and Prosecutor Blackwell innocent.
Objection!
Well played, Mr. Wright. You've made your point abundantly clear. I can see that it wasn't the defendant inside the rolling case, but the robot.
Alright. Alright, what's going on here? It's never good when he plays things this straight. After all, he's pretty gay. The prosecution withdraws claim the defendant was carried back from the scene.
No, Your Honor, my claim hasn't changed.
Objection!
Ponko and Miss Sykes couldn't have both been inside that case.
Objection!
The notion that the case was used to carry Miss Sykes was Miss Blackwell's theory. I have been of a different opinion from the outset. Now I finally have the opportunity to voice my theory. Thanks to the defense.
Edgeworth, he's been one step ahead this entire time. In that case, how do you propose the defendant left the crime scene?
Simple. The footage only shows Prosecutor Blackwell from behind. What's more, he's holding his arm in front of his body, as if he were holding something, or someone.
That's hardly evidence.
Especially when you can see between his legs. Like, are we saying that Athena, that, like, child Athena, is thinner than his fucking leg?
God damn, what was that mom doing to her?
Like even if Blackwell... Okay, counting that, and even if Blackwell has never skipped leg day once in his life, I still don't think that would work. I have proof. The surcoat Prosecutor Blackwell was wearing. The victim's blood was found on the front of it, and the stain had a highly distinctive shape. Oh, that's what the
A blood stain? With a distinctive shape? Please continue, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
I've actually heard of surcoats before. I didn't realize that was what he was wearing. 7 years ago, the defendant was known to constantly wear a certain item, of which there is only one in the world. A special pair of headphones made just for her. She always wore these big, heavy-looking headphones. She said her mother made them for her as part of her research. Analysis showed the bloodstain to be in the exact same shape as these headphones.
No fucking shot.
What? You're gonna have to show a close-up, man. In other words...
What are you...
In other words,
what?
This was no mere blood splatter. This is advanced blood splatter, Your Honor. Blood Sparta? Is that what you said? The blood went from the victim's body to the headphones, and then was imprinted onto Prosecutor Blackwell's coat like a stamp.
What?
Okay, that I can believe a little bit more.
Yeah, but it does not look like that at all.
Yeah.
A gross, gruesome stamp indeed. Like, I get that it makes sense on paper, but you also pointed out every reason why it also doesn't work. Like you said, the fact that we can't see her at all on the cameras.
Also very convenient he turned the corner in such a way that we never see Athena. I still feel like realistically you would be able to see a child, like, of an 11-year-old in, like, from that angle. For less obvious in the 240p 3DS screen? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but like, you're seriously telling me that if what Edgeworth said is true, frame in that footage where it would be a little obvious he's holding someone, or at least like where they would be visible, I mean? Not a single frame? I know that's being really specific, but like, really?
This proves that Athena Sykes was, without question, present at the crime scene. And that concludes the prosecution's argument.
Ah! Order! The defendant was indeed at the scene. There deepens a suspicion against her. Thanks, Captain Obvious. We also shown that the robot was there at the scene as well. The scene of... He was at the scene of Sykes.
I hope you're not making the ridiculous claim that a simple robot was the real murderer. Someone's got to introduce this guy to Monokuma.
I really don't think that's possible. I don't really think that, no. You can't say that the possibility isn't there! I fucking can, dipshit. During the Fulbright, was the robot questioned at the time? No, that's the only record of it. I believe it was considered unrelated to the case. But as it turned out, the robot was actually integrally related. Your Honor, the defense would like to call a Ponko to the stand. A robot witness?
Roboteers, stand by.
Order the court! Prosecutor Edgeworth, what do you think about this?
Mr. Wright has called all manner of witnesses to the stand over the years, so why not a robot? Nothing surprises me anymore with him.
Very well, I'll allow the witness. Bailiff, please summon the robot named Ponko. So we're just gonna ignore how this shouldn't be trusted since the work could probably manipulate it.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
My name is not Witness, my name is Ponko.
Yes, I realize that, but when you are at the witness stand, you are the witness.
No, I'm not. I'm Ponko. Say it with me, Ponko.
What an utterly inflexible little robot!
It can't go against its default algorithm. The last person should be calling anybody inflexible. Oh, I'm in my own grandchild. I just learned his own name. Oh, how precious.
All right, Ponko. I'm going to ask you some questions.
Questions? You have questions? Hooray! What are your questions?
I want to know if you were there at the scene of the murder of Metis Sykes.
Did you know? Did you know, chat?
What?
Were you there? Your Honor, with all due respect, you weren't even there.
It was 7 years ago on the 7th of October around 2 p.m. in the robotics lab.
Certainly. Just one moment. Searching data. Search complete.
I'm reading your results. I'm reading your results. I'm reading your results. Results are in. Congratulations, you don't have epilepsy, but you have tested positive for glaucoma.
Cool.
Yes, I was there in the robotics lab. It would seem this robot's testimony is necessary to this case after all.
This is great. I just knew Ponka must have seen something important. A murder committed right in front of this poor little girl's eyes. Excusable. The judge seems ready to adopt Ponka as another grandchild. So, little Ponka, do you think you can give us your testimony today? No, fuck you. Also, this is where I recommend we stop.
Yeah, we'll stop once the cross-examination cut-in starts.
I went to the robotics lab at about 2 p.m. for my regular recharge. Just as I was about to charge up, Athena came in and then unhugged Mommy Metis. And then Mommy Metis fell down. After that, I was recharging, so I don't know anything. After I charged up, I was cleaning the room. And Mr. Simon came in. And then an error occurred. There was no data after that point.
Well, it sounds like the defendant was without question at the scene. However, it doesn't appear that the witness actually saw the moment of the murder.
I disagree. This testimony shows that the defendant did indeed commit the crime.
What?
At the end of the day, we mustn't forget that this witness is still a machine. Being a robot, its understanding and capacity to express itself are limited.
That's what you think. Well, what are you suggesting?
The witness's statements need to be interpreted. For example, the terms hugged and then later fell down. Adults don't usually fall down after being hugged by a child.
I don't, but...
Yes, what this witness's statements are telling us is that the defendant stabbed the victim with the murder weapon during this moment.
No, that's... No. No.
No, that's wrong.
But, like, actually, though, that doesn't... No. That doesn't mean that she stabbed him with a murder weapon.
Before Miss Sykes hugged Dr. Sykes, did the two of them converse?
Yes, they did. They spoke to each other very loudly, but I don't know what they said. Athena is usually so quiet, so I was surprised.
Spoke very loudly. We can interpret this to mean they argued.
I see. Murder after a heated argument, and then the victim fell down. Felix, you mind saying something? I agree that it does sound like a reasonable interpretation. However, Ponka doesn't seem to remember anything that happened after that.
When I am recharging, I go into sleep mode. But I remember everything before that. I have a very good memory.
You may as well admit defeat now, Wright. A cross-examination would be useless.
Don't be ridiculous. A cross-examination is never useless.
Until now. Think about it. Robots don't lie. This robot is both an important witness and valuable evidence at the same time. But they can be mistaken.
Nevertheless, I will still have my cross-examination.
I see you haven't changed. You never were one to worry about wasting time.
Very well. If it's going to be a waste of time, you may proceed, Mr. Wright. I'll show you how fruitful any cross-examination can be. Next time.
Jikai, Gyakuten Saiban, dual Destinies.
They clearly never heard of AI overviews.
What?
That's what Daisakuma just said. Or not Daisakuma, Tempted just said.
Clearly he's never heard of AI overuse. Yeah. This world.
This world? That's like what Hajime says.
Alright, well, that's gonna be the end of the stream for now. So, I am, like, noticing little... At the very least, like, nothing about the case has, like, reached a breaking point, in my opinion. And overall, like, I still am, like, quite intrigued by the premise. So, yeah, I'm still in mostly high spirits, despite everything we've brought up.
Glad to
I
hear
also
that.
realize it's still in early days, technically speaking.
But yeah, we'll get through Trial Former, which is a very long Trial Former, next time.
Alright. Have you got, for those of you in the chat, yeah, unless there's anything else in the chat or anything you want to add, Kraz, I think that's all there is to discuss right now. Stream was fun, hope y'all don't mind me pointing out all these flaws, I just find it to poke fun at this game. I mean, I don't mind, like, you know, diving into little side tangents like this. I find it interesting, personally.
Hey, that's SOJ. Hey, that's the museum. That's SOJ. That's DD. That's the Hall of Justice. That's DD.
Alright. But yeah, streams should be back to a normal schedule starting now, so we'll do the rest of Trial Former this Friday, and then we'll finish the game probably on Wednesday. Next Wednesday.
It's crazy to think.
Let's see, I'm trying to remember, did I mention, like, what my plans were? I think I mentioned them in the community post, but just in case, I'm gonna mention them here. Okay, so, streaming plans right now, I haven't actually, decided solidly on anything right now. What I would probably do... I think my next idea would probably be either Spirit of Justice or the Tyrion Cuthbert remaster. But I'm still if I do the Tyrion Cuthbert remake, I definitely want to watch all of Noah's playthrough first. So I need to get cracking on that, and I'm also going to be taking notes, so that's going to be a hell of a time. But
I'm guessing you mean the old one.
yes, I want to watch his playthrough of the old one because I think it's important to document, especially for Case 3. I'm definitely going to do 2 different videos, or at least 2 different analyses of Case 3, just because it seems like they're going to be very, very different.
I mean, I'm just saying, I've made my own playthrough on it.
Have you?
I have, actually.
Well, you see, there's also these things that Tyrion Cuthbert has called achievements, and they added more of them, and I want to 100% the game again. So, yeah.
Well, no, I mean like the old play. I mean like the old one. Like I have a playthrough on the old one as well.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, no, maybe I'll... Are yours, like, shorter episodes or something? Or are they like Noah? Are they like Noah's too, where they're very long? Things?
They start out shorter, but by the end, the last episode's 4 hours.
Oh crap!
But
Yeah, I don't
it is
know.
3 episodes longer than Noah's.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll see you guys on Friday.
Yep. See y'all around. Thanks for watching. Finishing the game 2 days before Turnabout Trump starts. Anyway.